Hello, Cancer. Welcome to your love reading. May predictions for both current new opportunities and the past person. May 2021 predictions if you are Cancer, Sun, Moon, Rising, or Venus, okay? That we're going to be jumping around, so just follow me on through this path, okay? If you haven't subscribed to my channel, I hope that you will. And I have updated prices on personal readings and made those a lot more user-friendly. Things have kind of calmed down a little bit and got more manageable. I've kind of got a system now. So we were able to kind of make those a little bit more user-friendly for you guys, okay? So with that being said, Cancer gang, let's first get a vibe check on you, Cancer. Vibe check on the Cancer gang. Is there anything my Cancers need to work on as far as shadow work, meditation? How are we doing in our vibration these days, Cancer? Let's take a look. Well, I like this. You've pulled your own card. Okay. Okay, Cancer. I think you're working through some things and really coming into your own power with the Chariot card in the upright. Really taking a lot of action, really doing a lot of work on yourself. I got that all day long here. You're vibing well. Many of you with this Nine of Cups in the upright found your power, your resilience, your ability to overcome negatives, okay? Vibing well, okay? Ready to come to the table in something with equal give and take. Again, taking charge. These are cards of being a warrior and a winner, okay? And really starting to be noticed, okay, with this Seven of Wands, okay? And, you know, I like this a lot. You know, for what it's worth, some of you may be dealing with someone at a distance or bringing someone in from a distance with the Chariot card having made an appearance. You know, I think you kind of closed down the love thing for a little bit, many of you, and you're like, you know what, I'm okay single for a hot minute till I can work through, release some stuff from the past, really work through my baggage and that sort of thing. So I like it for you. As far as zodiac sign, we pull a lot of water. Of course, we pull the Cancer card. We pull fire, water, earth, and water again. Okay, I don't get too caught up in zodiac signs. Okay. Now, first, those of you who are dealing with someone in some way and in communication with that person, okay? This is not X. We'll get to the X in a minute, but right now we're looking at the current person. How are they vibing towards you? What are their thoughts towards you, okay? What are their thoughts towards the Cancer? What are their thoughts? What are their thoughts? Okay. Interesting. Interesting. They feel like you're really mature, but, okay. You know, all right, this is kind of interesting, Cancer. Let's talk about this thing. Those of you who are dealing with somebody, they feel like you're coming to the table with equal give and take. Well, you know, with the Justice card. Well, certainly, you know, I pulled the Six of Pentacles in your own vibe. Okay, so many of you, they are correct about that. Okay, you know, I think they think that you're growing impatient with them, with the Temperance reversed, and I think they think you're low key, kind of giving up on something, but at the same time, they think you're obsessed with them. What? And they think you want to go the distance. With the Hierophant here, you know, that can speak to marriage, okay? Page of Pentacles here. I think they think you want to have children with them as well, okay? Or, you know, whatever. But they think you're low-key obsessed with them with this Queen of Pentacles in reverse. Maybe they think you're, I don't know. Maybe they think you're overly clingy. But then again, I don't know, man. This is crazy. It's like, I think they feel like you're being secretive about something too with this High Priestess here. That's what I've got. Secretive, impatient, and obsessed. And maybe they think you're pushing for marriage and children, and maybe they're not ready. You know, I got this King of Wands here. It came out in the upright, but sometimes that can be a little bit of a tricky card depending on some cards around it. You got the Tower card here, so they feel like there's some truths that are going to come out in this whole thing. Oh, okay. So they also feel like that they've left you in limbo. They think you're mad and they think you got a lot of drama and that you know, you're really fighting for this thing because you're obsessed versus love. Okay. And I don't see a damn bit of emotion on anybody's part here, which obsession is not the same as love. Okay. If you are obsessed, I mean, this is their thoughts, not necessarily the truth. So take it as that. Okay. But, there could be a third party here. With this Three of Wands in reverse, I don't have my traditional third party card, Cancer. Let's look at this thing. Why do we have the Three of Wands in reverse here? Somebody done working on this thing? Oh, look what clarified it. Yep, a lot of you, there's a third party here. Okay, now this is not an ex that has bailed on you that, you know, you're not in communication with, but there's a third party here. That you may, I don't think you're aware of it. That's why the High Priestess has come out. But you know what? This is why the Tower card came out. You're probably not aware of it or weren't aware of it. Take what resonates. And they're worried that you're going to find out. Okay? You're dealing with somebody. I understand now exactly why the King of Wands is here. You're dealing with somebody who thinks they're all that in a bag of chips, which is really disguising really crappy self-esteem. Okay, and they're mad, you know, they're blaming you for what they're doing here. I've got that too. With the Queen of Swords in reverse, they're not seeing some truths about the whole thing. They feel like they've left you in limbo on this thing, and they're really not giving you any information, and they feel like you are rushing and obsessed with them and wanting to get married and have children, and they're just not ready. They're just not ready to make that move. That's kind of what I see. That's kind of what I see. That's what I see. All right, so we will get a probable outcome on the current person here shortly. For what it's worth, you have pulled Taurus, Libra, Sagittarius, all of the zodiacs in the minor arcana, okay? All right, so I don't know how much better a clarifier we could have gotten on that Three of Wands in reverse than the Three of Swords in the upright. Okay, they feel like you're heartbroken, and many of them, there is a third party that you're not aware of. Okay, that's what that's about. All right, we will get back to that dynamic in just a minute. Right now, we're going to read for what new opportunities may be coming in collectively to the Cancer gang. The good, the bad, and the ugly, what to look out for, how to know whether or not you're vibing well based on what you attract coming in. All right, may have a Pisces, Cancer coming in. Somebody who's immature, possibly, okay? Or problems with money or children. You've got the Page of Pentacles in reverse. You may have a Leo coming in or Sag. You got a lot of major energies here, okay? Okay, Justice reversed, the Tower reversed. Okay, so some good, some not so cool. If you find yourself more on the side of not so cool, then it's time for some vibration work, okay? Shadow work, you know, and that sort of thing, and just really working on your vibe, okay? I talk about that all day long in my various playlists, okay? But you got some stuff coming in that's worth looking at, okay? One of them may be low-key watching you and kind of waiting on you to do something, but they got a lot of emotion here. It's a highly spiritual person here, a lot of emotion. This may be two different people. I don't know, but they've released control. They don't try to control things. They've released their past. They've got a lot of spiritual muscles, low on drama, okay? And you may not be aware of some of these out there, okay? Now, be mindful of people who make you feel uncertain, who have fluctuating emotions too. That moon card can mean so many different things. But you pulled, and they're going to, whoever this good stuff coming in, you've got one that's going to see your value. This could be multiple options here or not, okay? Be mindful of the ones who are immature, financially irresponsible, not willing to come to the table with equal give and take, kind of selfish and or secretive, okay? Or leaving you feeling uncertain and fluctuating in and out crap, okay? You don't want to deal with that, okay? All right, so you've pulled Earth and Water, and then a lot of majors here, like I said, okay? And it's that full moon energy is still very, very intense. We're all feeling it. Don't be unsettled about it, okay? You're right where you're supposed to be. Just, you know, hang tight, okay? Pisces, Cancer, Libra, Leo, Scorpio, and Sagittarius. Wow. Okay, so we'll get the probable outcome on the new person. Okay, and then, but now, in a minute. We'll go back, but we're going to switch back over and go to the past person, the ex, okay? Possibly somebody you are not even in communication with, okay, Cancer? The past person, their thoughts about you. Past person, their thoughts about you, Cancer. What are their thoughts? What do they think about you? Let's break this down. Unfinished business here. Unfinished business. They would like to clear the air. They really would. Yeah, they really would. They're really trying to work on themselves, but at the same time, we've got a lot of financial issues here, possibly, or family issues with the Nine of Pentacles in reverse and the Page of Pentacles in reverse. Immaturity, sometimes issues with children. Take what resonates on this. This could be a superficial type connection because 10 of Pentacles is here. I think any interest in you may be a little bit superficial, but this person is trying to work through this, but at the end of the day, they know there is unfinished business, and they are kind of thinking about reaching out and really just trying to, on the pretense of either an apology, clearing the air, you know, closure, that sort of thing. They don't, you know, may have a little bit of codependency. Well, let's see if they're going to reach out. Well, they're on the fence about it. That's for damn sure. You know, no, I think they're letting this go. And again, they are really focused on money or family or job. Take what resonates here. But I think they're pretty much thinking of cutting this out. We'll get a probable outcome on this thing here shortly. You know what? They look back and they got a crap ton. You know what? They do have emotion. I pulled this, okay? All right. I tell you exactly what this thing is. This whole connection, I get it now. Got the full story for you on this one, Cancer. It takes a minute, but the elevator does make it to the top floor for Enchanted Cottage, okay? They're looking back on this thing with a lot of happy memories, and they got big fat emotion for you, but they got financial issues, very focused on work. They're really trying to release this and work on themselves. If they reach out, they're going to do it on the pretense of clearing the air. But at the end of the day, they are going to, they're going to try to reconcile. Yes, we got it for you, Cancer. There you go. I'm like, why are they going to reach out just to clear the air whenever they got all this emotion? Well, here's why. Eight of Cups reverse. That's a card of, you know, reconciliation, you know, resiliency, coming backativeness, okay? And them thinking that this thing has a lot of potential. And I think that's a reconciliation attempt. Okay, so here's what we're going to do, Cancer. Before I look at a probable outcome on this, we're going to go back over and read probable outcomes on the current person and a new person, and then we'll get a probable on this. As far as zodiac signs, you've pulled water, earth. I saw air. Let's see here. Air, earth, fire. Did you pull any majors? No, just earth, water, air, and fire. You pulled all the zodiac signs. Not surprising. We pulled half the deck clarifying. Okay, so with that being said, let's flip over and do probable outcomes on all of these dynamics, starting with those of you who are currently involved with someone or in communication with someone. Probable outcome for the current person. What's the probable outcome on the current person? What's the probable outcome on the current person that you are currently in communication with? Well, they're going to focus on their work. They're going to focus on their work. They're deceptive as all get out. We got that in the earlier part of this reading. They're going to continue to lie. They're going to say they love you and look at all the happy times we had. And, you know, what about this history? You know, I'm willing to come to the table and work. Don't believe it. You got an immature one right here who's lying his butt off or her butt off, whatever the case may be. They're overly focused on something else. out of balance here. Okay, again, this is a superficial type connection for many of you, but they're gonna throw the history. This is the history card. They're gonna play the history card with you and say, hey, but what about all these years we've been together and all the happy times? Okay, you're probably not old enough to remember that Janet Jackson song, What Have You Done For Me Lately? Okay, all right, yeah, I remind you of that. Okay, you pulled water, earth, air, and okay, so as far as a probable outcome, I think some truth is going to come out. And here's, okay, so the truth will come out. We saw that early on. Okay, they're going to lie about the lies and try to gaslight and say, well, it's not that bad, or, oh no, it's not what you think it is, and this immature crap, and what about our children, if you have children, or what about, you know, our history here? But at the end of the day, I'm coming to you like a child, like a page, okay? I'm bringing you, like, you know, real immature type, you know, not emotional maturity at all, emotionally immature, okay? And I'm going to promise you all this, but at the end of the day, I'm really just lying about the lies, and I'm really not even focused on you. I'm just telling you what you want to hear. Yeah. So that's the current person and the probable outcome as far as where it's going to go. I don't see it ending. I see the ball being in your court as to what you do about all this, Cancer. All right. So the outcome for the new opportunity, the outcome for the new viable opportunity, we're going to look at that, okay? Outcome for the new viable opportunity for the Cancer game. Let's take a look. Cancer, Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus. Outcome for the new person. Let's see. Well. What? Cancer? Cancer. Cancer? What are you doing? All right. It's going to be a lot of work. This is probably a very, 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 very intense connection. It's going to require a lot of work on both your parts. However, and I think you're going to have a tendency to doubt, okay? This person is at a distance all day long, but they've put their anger and crap from the past behind them, so that's good. They're a warrior and a winner, high vibe. You got two marriage cards here. Happy marriage, happy home, blending of families, having children, okay, beautiful. The 1111 card, extremely intense connection. A lot of work associated with these type of dynamics, but the 10 of Wands is not about endings, friends. It's about having the stamina to do the work. And don't be overburdened about anything, okay? Don't overthink this thing. Just trust the process. Stay on top of your energy work and let the chips fall where they may. Boom. You may have, you know, and you're standing once again in your power here with the Cancer card. You also pull fire, a lot of fire. Man, there's going to be a lot of intense physical attraction here. You pull the Cancer and the Leo card for what it's worth. So I like this one for you, Cancer, that one that we read for that was viable, okay? All right, so those of you who are dealing with the past person that we just talked about that has big love for you, going to reach out on the pretense of clearing the air at first and then going to try to attempt a reconciliation. That's where we were on this thing. Where might it go from here? What to expect going forward? What to expect going forward, Cancer? What to expect going forward. See what we get. Huh. Okay. All right. I like it, Cancer. It's you pull that 8 of Cups in the reverse again. Somebody's going to have a light bulb moment, you know, pretty abruptly. If there's anything that is in the way of what I'm about to talk about, it's going to be very suddenly removed, but probably take a hot minute. But when it does, it's going to be very sudden. But, you know, eventual positive outcome, working through, overcoming crap, marriage card, blending of families, reconciliation card. Again, you pull the 8 of Cups in reverse, resilience, coming back together, ability to overcome obstacles. I think this one, Cancer, is slated for success going forward. You've pulled water, of course, you're a Cancer, and Earth, Fire, and Scorpio, maybe not. All right, so let's read for all the Cancers real quick. Read for all the Cancers. What else? I tell you what, we're going to read from, we're going to hear from the Fae, okay? We've been doing that in these May predictions. My little Fae guardians have been ever so present and so kind to grace us with some advice from my fairy deck. So we're going to switch over and hear from them, and I will tell you, they are very big on healing, very big on folks healing and assisting in that type of thing. So let's see what the Fae has to say today. The wee folk, right? Let's see what the Fae has. Oh, what's talking? Very nice, very nice. Okay, nice. You know what? That was powerful. I'm glad that they, I'm glad I followed my intuition and pulled that fourth card for you. Let's talk this thing through. Speaking of healing, this is the Nine of Wands in reverse, and not fighting losing battles, choosing your battles wisely. Okay, if there is something that you know is just not worth your time, okay, do we need to finish that sentence, Cancer? I love you. This is Auntie Karen and the Fae, okay, telling you just don't pursue things that are just not worth your time. Okay. It's all about using your intuition about that too, okay? Don't be afraid to step off into the void and follow your intuition, which oftentimes is totally different than what makes sense on paper, the Fool card. Taking a leap of faith in the right direction by following your intuition and not by fighting losing battles, okay? The Hermit reversed. Some of you need to, you're kind of avoiding your meditation. You need to go back into solitude. There's not a thing in the world wrong with this. And the Hermit in my other deck, and this one too, they have that lamp, if you can see that. That's the guidance of the divine guidance. That's where you get it, is in solitude, in meditation, and spending time alone with you. Self-care, solitude, meditation, shadow work. Okay, that's what my sweet Fae folks are telling you here, okay? And guess what? That is where you really become a skilled master of manifestation, a skilled energy worker, okay? You manifest whatever you want, whether it's love, money, whatever, and whatever kind of love options you want, okay? The Magician is probably my favorite card in the deck, okay? For what it's worth, you have pulled Virgo and Gemini and Fire, okay? So let's pull our Romance Oracle for you as well, okay, Cancer? Romance Oracle for you. Finances and career may be affecting your love life. We talked about that for some of you, okay? Some of you are very soon and you're in master manifestation mode, and it's coming very soon. So you better decide what you want because it's coming, okay? And you better be sure that you're not reverse manifesting by trying to avoid something, overly focused on that, or fearing loss or whatever. And we talked about reconciliation, and there it is. I never see this card, but this really confirms what I talked about with that ex-person, someone from the past returning to your life. And we talked about the new love working out well too for you. A new person is going to stir your romantic feelings. I like this for you, Cancer. What a beautiful reading. Thank you so much, and it is always humbling and an honor when you guys watch me, okay? And as always, you can book a personal reading. Updated pricing below. Thanks much, guys.